Hello guys, welcome to the studio. Today we're going to be doing a response video to some of the comments that has been put on some of our videos by our subscribers. And the one we're going to be doing today is the subscribers asking to actually hear how samples sound whenever the BPM has been changed, when you already import it into your workspace. So let's go. Welcome back. So what we're going to be doing quickly is just to try and bring in a sample. I'm not going to be using any sample that we already have on this device. I'm going to pull one in from my turntable. I have a turntable here in the studio with me. I'll just put one of the records on it. We'll quickly do a small chop. I might have to mute it, mute some part of it for copyright purposes. I don't know if that song is generally acceptable to be on. We're just basically trying to work around with it. So I'll just do that, and then by the time I lay some beat on it, which will no longer be considered original, then I can actually enable the audio so you hear it. Now, so the first thing we'll do is we'll get our sample in. So let's do that right away. How to do that? I'm sure you're already familiar with that. Could go to my menu, go to sampler. I want to take the input from input 1 only, so I can have the mono work well, because my device is connected to an external audio device. So that's what we're working with today. Then let me arm it. I can leave it here, right? Then I arm it so that once the audio comes in, you hear. So now I play. Yes, that's all I need. I might not even need that long anyway. So let's come here. I change this to JR. This is actually owned by Jim Reeves. So yeah, I can change it to JR. And then I'm sure you're already familiar with the concept of saving and keeping. Save it into your particular, maybe like your device, so you can use it on multiple projects. But keep is I want to use it here right now. So let's do that. We'll leave it there. Then I come back to my main. As you can see, the sequence we're working with right now, the BPM is 120. We need to first go to that particular sample, edit it, and cut out either 1 bar or 2 bar, depending on what you want to use. Do you get? My default is kind of like 8 bar on my own device when I'm working, but this also has to go down. I don't need that much. Maybe just 2 for this particular, just for this demo purpose. Now I go back to my sample edit. This is it here. So I will be trying to get either 1 bar or 2 bars that I want to work with. Then we'll proceed from there. So we'll see how it works. Now let's do that. I'll just press part 16 so that it can automatically loop for me. And for some of you that have been asking, how did I do that? There's actually a video we did on how, or the shortcut, your part shortcut, especially when you are doing sample editing. All these buttons that they have basically what they do that can make your work a lot faster when you are doing sample editing. So you can just look up the video. I'll put it on the link and then below, and also somewhere on this video to pop up shortly. Now let's go. 1. I made this my very first one. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly. So that's actually 2 bars anyway. That is 2 bars right there. So thank you, stop. Once that is done, I go to process. I discard what is on the left and what's on the right. I need just the one in the middle. Do it. So this is it. There you go. So now if you play this 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, Exactly. So that's what I need. And now the next thing I need to do is, because from where we are right now, you can't really tell the BPM of what we're working with right now. So I just press this. That arrow takes me here. Then I can detect BPM. I can hit detect again. So it's 99.72 for this particular one. So it's like 99.72, almost 100, right? But then we leave it at 99. Now let's close this. Our main tempo on the main sequence is 120. Come to main, 120. But the tempo on this sample that we're trying to work with is 99, right? So how do we balance the two? Now, if you click here on this, sorry, let me show you that. From BPM, it's telling me that it's 8-bit, right? Which is correct. If it's just one bar you picked, you ensure that this one is 4. Then basically next thing you need to do is, if you say 2 sequence, just like we discussed earlier, if you do 2 sequence, what it will do is it will replace the tempo of your sequence with the tempo of your sample. It will pick this 99.72 and use it to override the tempo of your sample. It assumes you are saying, I want everything to, I like what I'm hearing on this sample. I want everything to be just like that. And then that's what it will work with for you. But if you say match, what it does is it transfers the tempo of your sequence, it transfers it here onto the sample. That way, this one becomes 120. But if you do sequence, your sequence becomes 99. So, but now we need to know actually how it sounds. For us to do that, possibly, for us to be able to hear it, which is where we're going, let's leave it out for now. What I need to do is, I can come back to my to my main, and then I can do assign sample, right? I can just put this here on this program 1. Don't need to rename it. Then I can create another track, right? And then this already, this is program 1 already. If I hit, you hear it here. So I can create another track, and then I can actually now bring in another drum. I can create another one. Then here I can bring in an instrument, like a drum. So let's do that. Let's browse for it. Let me come to expansion. I'll just pick one, just drum and bass. Let me see which one can work. Okay, let me just do this. Anyone works for me. I just want to use that to do a beat down, because if the beat is playing and then you are hearing the sample, it is easier for you to actually decide on, okay, yes, it's actually on point or it's off, off sync. So let's go back to main. Here I'll put this drum and bass kits. So let me play what I have in mind right here so that we can continue from there. Record, play, start. That works. Let's stop. So that's basically all we need to, then we can bring the sample, the sequence, that sample, we can bring it in here. And then once we do that, you can easily tell if it blends or not. So on the first one, we have the program 1, right? On track 2, we already have this. So on track 1, we have program 1. Now, I'm also going to record it. I'll just put it on the very first beat. So let's do overdub. Then you can see that it's all over the place because they are not in sync. This is 120, that is 99. So let's do that. We'll come back to, I could go straight to edit sample right here, and then I could just hit from BPM. Then I could basically just tell it to go to sequence. Like I said earlier, I will slow down everything, we'll zoom. So let's do this. To sequence, now that I've done main, you can see this is now 99.72, right? If I play now, everything should be on point. Let's do that. Get that? So Now, let us try and change this back to the 120 that it was before. Oh, yeah, 120, 00. We'll do it. So now, sequence is back to 120. Again, if you play it, you see, it scrambles. So let us bring the tempo, that's the BPM of that sample, up to 120. We'll go again back to edit sample. We'll go from BPM. We'll tell it to match. So by clicking match, basically what it does is it will make this one also 120 and bring, you see this one is already still on 120. By the time we play it now, it will be faster and well, it will match. Let's go. Together, that's what we have. You see? So that's just it. Yes. So as you can see, that's just basically what we're trying to show, how you can, bring in your sample and then change the tempo either to match or to sequence, and you can actually now hear how it sounds and what it sounds like. So thank you very much to those guys who actually brought my attention to that, and we'll continue to do more of that. As we proceed, we'll show you exactly how it will sound if we modify anything. So basically, and what we do here on this channel is we try as much as possible to teach you how to use your device, because we believe if you understand and you know how to use the device, the tips and the tricks and the shortcuts, it'll be a lot easier for you to make your beat whenever you want to make your own beat, to be faster, to be seamless. And that's basically what this channel is all about. So if you like what we're doing, simply, subscribe, share, like, and that'll be all for now. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.